Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Alaskan Bush People is a reality TV show that follows the Brown family as they live off the grid in the Alaskan wilderness. The show has become a staple for fans of survival and family-oriented television. Over the years, many aspects of the Brown family's lives have been made public, including their relationships, struggles, and how they survive in harsh conditions. One of the most frequently discussed and intriguing topics regarding the family is Ami Brown's experience with childbirth and whether she gave birth to her children in the woods. Ami Brown, the matriarch of the Brown family, is often portrayed as a resilient and strong woman, embodying the spirit of a true survivalist. When the show first began airing, the family was living in remote areas of Alaska, far from modern amenities and healthcare services. This sparked many questions about how the Browns managed their daily lives and whether they adhered to traditional methods of living and giving birth. One of the most popular rumors surrounding Ami's experience is the idea that she gave birth to all of her children in the wilderness, specifically in the woods, far from hospitals or medical professionals. In reality, Ami did not give birth to all of her children in the woods. She and her husband, Billy Brown, raised their children in a remote Alaskan lifestyle, but the births were not exclusively in the wilderness. Ami was married to Billy in the 1970s, and they had their first child, Matt Brown, in 1982. According to Ami, she had a natural and somewhat unconventional approach to childbirth, with the family living in very isolated conditions. However, there's no evidence to suggest that Ami delivered any of her children in the woods without any assistance or medical intervention. Ami's first few pregnancies, for example, took place in more conventional settings than the family's later life in the wilderness. During these earlier years, Ami was living in towns and areas with more accessible healthcare, and it's likely that her births were handled by medical professionals in hospitals or with midwives, though the details are not widely publicized. It's also worth noting that while Ami and Billy embraced a lifestyle that favored self-reliance, they did not reject all modern amenities, including healthcare when necessary. Therefore, it's unlikely that Ami gave birth to her children entirely in the woods. As the family grew older, however, their lifestyle became more secluded, especially once they moved to the wilds of Alaska. The family's move to a remote homestead was depicted on Alaskan Bush People, and the show highlighted the challenges of raising children in such an isolated environment. While the show paints a picture of the family surviving in the harsh wilderness, the reality is that Ami's childbirth experiences were likely more conventional than the image portrayed on TV. The reality of giving birth in such an environment is complicated, and while Ami might have faced challenges in terms of living far from modern hospitals or doctors, it's clear that the Browns relied on various resources for their health. The family made regular trips to town for supplies, and there were periods when they needed to reach out for medical help, whether it was for injuries, illnesses, or other health concerns. In the case of childbirth, Ami's experiences were likely more supported than the rugged wilderness image portrayed by the show. Furthermore, Alaskan Bush People often blends real-life elements with dramatized depictions to heighten the entertainment value. The show frequently features larger-than-life portrayals of the family's lifestyle, sometimes blurring the lines between reality and dramatization for its audience. This has led to several rumors and misconceptions about the Browns' lives, including exaggerated claims about Ami giving birth to her children in the woods. While Ami was undoubtedly a pioneering mother who embraced a challenging lifestyle, there's no definitive evidence to suggest she delivered her children in such extreme conditions. In conclusion, while the Browns' lives on Alaskan Bush People have been marked by their rugged living style, the idea that Ami Brown gave birth to all of her children in the woods is largely a myth. Ami's childbirth experiences were likely more conventional, with medical support available at various stages of her life. The show's portrayal of the Browns' wilderness survival and isolation has led to dramatic interpretations of their daily lives, but the reality of Ami's childbirth experiences was likely more grounded in practicality than the myth of giving birth in the wilderness.